John Lynch will have his eye on Brett Favre and on Donald Driver, the longtime Packer receiver. If you look at Donald Driver's fingers, if he holds his hands like this, you'll see some gnarled, crooked, bent digits. Almost all of Driver's fingers at some point in time have either been broken or dislocated by catching some lightning-fast spirals from Brett Favre. Hardships of a 9-year job, one where he has quietly caught at least one pass in 86 straight games. But nobody knows about it because Driver's not the kind of guy to beat on his chest and yell, "Look at me." And why would he? Because at the end of the day, hardships have very little to do with broken fingers. For Donald Driver, hardships tells a story about how he got here.
This is Donald Driver, and this is my story. This is my trials and my journey to my life as I know it. People go through hard times, you know, no one can control that. There's nothing out there today that can hurt me worse than what I went through when I was a kid. You know, the things that we went through, living in a U-Haul truck, in and out of hotels, you know, living with friends. I know how it feels to not have lights, not have gas, not have water, not have food in your mouth. I know how that feels. I know how it feels to, you know, to lay on the street. I know how that feels. Those nights and those days, you know, they're more like hell. I never want to live that life again. Yeah, I was laying in the bed one day with my brother, and me and my brother shared the same room, and I remember looking at my brother telling him one day that I was going to make it. I'll make a promise to myself, and I'll make a promise to him as well as the rest of my family that I'll be able to pull us out. And that day came. In 1999, just sitting at home when the Green Bay Packers called me on the phone, I think that was maybe the biggest turning point in my life, because I knew now I had opportunity to be able to do the things for my family that no one else in the family was able to do. I think everyone in my family looks up to me as a role model, and I don't look at myself as a role model. I look at my mom as being my role model, and that's why I take everything. When I step on that field, every catch is for my family. It's not for anyone else, because I know God has blessed me to be here. My two little kids, every day, you know, they wake up, they say, "Daddy, you going to football?" And I tell them yes. But it's that moment. It's that moment that makes me appreciate my two kids and my wife. Because without them and God, I couldn't survive. Never give up, regardless of what people say. Never give up. Because I look at my mom, she never gave up. You have to survive. Regardless of all the trials and tribulations you go through in life, you have to survive them. So if I have to wrap my life up, I could say I survived everything.
If you don't in some way cheer for Donald Driver, in some way, shape, or form, whether you're a Packer fan or not, you need to check your pulse. Been Brett Favre's favorite receiver for much of his time in Green Bay. Packers and Broncos tonight, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on ESPN. We still got more to go, though. Earlier this season, Brett became the all-time leader in touchdown passes. Up next, you will hear what that moment sounded like in tonight's soundtrack.